Hello, I'm Minso Kim, and I'm here to introduce IZE. So, IZE is basically the tool for brainstorming that can easily transform ideas into structured content. Think of it as a great kitchen. It's a space where you can take your knowledge as ingredients and cook up something amazing. Whether you're planning a new project, organizing your research, or writing a weekly newsletter, IZE helps you process various pieces of information and ideas into one cohesive piece of content. Let me show you how you can organize knowledge using IZE's core feature, the dynamic canvas. So, before we get into it, we are curious about who might benefit most from IZE. To explore this, let's create a user development plan together. So, let's get started. IZE offers two main views, document view and canvas view. What you're seeing now is the document view. Let's start here. If you press the slash key, a comment menu will pop up. From here, we will create a shell. Now, what is a shell? Literally, it means a wrapper, but in IZE, think of it as a container that organizes content into a hierarchy. Let's name this shell User Development and briefly write down the content outline. To dive deeper into editing, let's switch views. Click the toggle in the top right corner. Now the view changes. As you can see, the content we've created in the document view is still here in the canvas view. In IZE, we can organize content by layers. Let me briefly talk about the hierarchical structure. Right now, we are looking at the IZE business plan layer. Let's navigate one layer deeper. Now we've moved down a level from the IZE business plan to the user development layer. And as you can see, the text box we created earlier is still here. Remember how we created a shell in the document view? You can do the same here in the canvas view. Creating a shell is like saying, I'm ready to focus on this topic. Let's create a shell called customer definition. To brainstorm further, we can duplicate it by holding Option key and dragging like this. Now, we've created another shell called key problem scenarios. Next, let's dive into the customer definition shell and write down some thoughts. IZE could be useful for early-stage entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, or students working on assignments, and planners or strategies at companies. The canvas view allows you to freely lay out your ideas. You can add text, images, or other types of content blocks. More features will be added soon. Let's go back up one level. Notice how the content we created earlier is neatly organized under the customer definition shell. Now, let's think about the key problem scenarios. What challenges might entrepreneurs or planners face? This time, we will brainstorm directly on this layer instead of diving into a shell. So these are some ideas. Struggling with brainstorming and organizing complex ideas, facing inefficiencies from switching between multiple tools, losing a lot of time in the process. We can wrap this content in a shell by clicking and pressing Shift plus Enter. We will name it Summary. To organize, simply drag and drop these contents into the Key Problem Scenarios shell. You can bring a diagram and place it on the canvas like this. When you are ready to see a structured view, click the toggle in the top right corner to switch back. Everything we arranged in the canvas is now displayed hierarchically in the document view. The content is organized in a markdown structure and you can export it directly. Soon, we'll support integrations with tools like Notion. So, if you need to rearrange something, open the sidebar in the top left corner and drag these blocks to reorder them. IZE is designed to make structuring knowledge faster and easier. Let's explore another key feature, the shell structure. In this view, you can see just the shells, separated from the blocks of content. Click Shell Structure to open a mind map of your document. This gives you an instant overview of how your document is organized hierarchically. But it's not just for viewing, you can expand your structure by creating new shells directly in this view. Click one of the buttons to add sibling or child shell. For example, let's create a new shell called Market. It appears in the mind map and also the sidebar, and we can double-click it to freely add and structure content just like before we did. If you use Notion, you've probably struggled with finding and utilizing pages that are deeply nested. The linear work environment is fundamentally difficult to arrange and edit something. On the other hand, tools like Figma or Miro are great for brainstorming. However, it can take time to organize the ideas into structured format. These kind of tools do not even support Markdown. IZE can bridge this gap. It's perfect for turning brainstorming things into structured content. Today, I've shown you IZE's core editing workflow by seamlessly switching between the visually intuitive canvas view and the structured document view. And collaborating with AI, you can create faster, smarter, and better organized outputs. In the next video, I'll show you how to collaborate with AI like ChatGPT in IZE. If you are interested in trying IZE, be one of the first to get free early access. Visit ize.so and sign up today. Thank you and see you soon.